To show you a little bit about our EA Correlator. This is version 2.4. It's created and belongs to Technology Limited. So you can find out more about us on the website at technology.com. It runs on any broker, on any time frame, on any instrument. However, a tested and tried strategy has to be devised for each broker and for each instrument. So that's what we've done, and each of these markets have their own strategy and particular values entered into the EA. There are 4 main trades: rule B, C, D, and E, and all kinds of custom settings can be entered for each, which would vary the results massively. And one preset on one market does not mean that it will perform the same on another broker, on that market, on that time frame, with that same preset. Each broker, the EA performs differently. So what I want to show you are the back-tested results for FXOpen. We have 5 years of back-tested data. So we'll start with the UK FTSE 100 index and look at its results over a 5-year period. These are the analytics that are considered the most important. The history quality, 96% is sufficient. Anything below 95 is questionable. Profit factor, that means the gross profit is a ratio of 1.68 relative to the gross loss. So the higher this figure is, the better. 114 trades over a 5-year period on the 1-minute time frame. Balance drawdowns, very important. The maximum is on equity at 19%. So from the high, from the to the lowest low, has never been more than 90% on 5 years of trading. So that's important. The other critical thing to follow is not the percentage of trades that have been winners. That's vanity. However, it is the average profitable trade needs to be higher than the average profitable loss. And in this case, it's 391 versus 174. This account is based in digital gold, so 391 is equivalent to about 820, with the current price of an ounce of gold being $2,600 at the time of this recording. So that's the track record. We can see that the net profit on this pair in particular is 28,140 cents. So that should be multiplied by about 2.6 to calculate the dollar value. But let's go with the gold value. So that would be the profit. on a initial deposit of 10,000. Again, times 2.6 would be about $26,000 being the deposit. So healthy results there. Let's move on to the next pair, which is the S&P 500, and I'll run through this more quickly now that we have a base. 98% accuracy of the history. Total net profit is 25,133 over the 5-year period, and the profit factor is 1.84, and the drawdown is 20%. The biggest drawdown we can see is 20%, and the average profit is 435 compared to the average loss, which is 160. So that's very good, and that enables growth. So that is the sanity, not the percentage of winning trades, which acts as pure vanity. We've got further details below, such as profits and losses by month. You could see, for example, we have 1, 2, 3 losing months. So not every month is going to be a winner, but it's a long-term view that we're in for, and these are the individual trades. You can stop it and pause and rewind this video to calculate and review in your own time. Let's move on to the next pair. The Japanese index between this 5-year period. And this is the important part. With a 10,000 deposit, made a net profit of 13,113. So again, 1.32 profit factor, drawdown maximum of 18%, which is healthy, and an average profit of 150 compared to an average loss of 52. So that very positive too. Let's move on to the next pair, the Aussie dollar yen, from this period to this period. And we can review the vital statistics. 99% history quality, net profit of 6,310, starting with a 10,000 deposit. Drawdown being 23% at its highest, and average profit 386 per trade, average loss 208 per trade. So that's how it sustains this balance and equity growth over time. Next one being Euro USD between this period to that period. Here are the vital stats. The profit being 11,445 after 5 years, after depositing 10,000, and drawdown is 25% at its highest, and average profit is 398 compared to 236. Next one, GBP AUD, and the results here are with a 10,000 deposit. Total net profit is 10,156. So that's 100%, just over 100% over 5 years. And maximum drawdown 22%. And average profitable trade 219. Average losing trade 139. So that's a healthy margin that enables this kind of sustained long-term growth. Next one, GBP CAD for the 5-year period with a 10,000 deposit. We've got a net profit of 9,956. So that's about 99% return on investment over 5 years. Biggest drawdown is 25%. And the average profit is 156 compared to the average loss being 96. Okay, next one. GBP JPY for 5-year period with a deposit of 10,000 in gold equates to a net profit of 7,824. So that's a good result. Here you see the curve of the balance. Largest drawdown is 20%. Average profitable trade 284. Average losing trade 148. And that's the number of trades it made. Next one, USD Swiss franc on the 1 minute. What we have is a 10,000 gold deposit equates to a net profit of 11,998 after 5 years. That's the net profit. Largest drawdown is almost 22%, and the average profit is 271 compared to the average loss being 209. This is over 263 trades. Again, a consistent growth. Next one, USD yen. Again, the 5-year period with a 10,000 deposit, 99% history accuracy. We've got profit of 19,733. So almost 200% return over 5 years. The biggest drawdown being 20%. The average profitable trade 530 compared to the average losing trade being 189. Very good risk reward ratio, and hence we get this good average growth over a 5-year period. You will get losing months, but there will be fewer than the winning months. Next one. This is oil, the 5-year period on a 1 minute chart with a 10,000 deposit. You get a net profit of 25,558 after 5 years. Uh, 98% history accuracy. Biggest drawdown 28%. 300 trades over 5 years, and the average profit is 322 compared to the average loss, which is 127. So we got that kind of consistent growth. And it appears, according to this, I can only see one losing month in December. Yeah. Next one is on gold. Over a 5-year period, 10,000 deposited. That would equate a net profit of 35,982. With this, we have 806 trades. And the biggest drawdown being 27% on the equity. And the average profit being 326 compared to the average loss, which is 389. Okay, here are the stats. And next is another gold strategy, this time in the 30-minute time frame. The last one was on a 1-minute time frame. This one has far fewer trades of only 47. The net profit with a 10,000 deposit is 7,295. So that's 72% return on investment after 5 years. And we have an average profit of 524 compared to an average loss of 168. Next one is also gold in the 1 hour. Let's see the result. Only 22 trades over a 5-year period, and that produced a net profit of 2,100. And the average profit is 263 compared to the average loss of 104. So how is this performed altogether? We would expect 5 to 10% return on investment per month, and this is on a real money account between the 24th of October 2024 to the 10th of December 2024. So that's about 6 weeks, and it's taken all these trades. Let's see how the account has performed with all these strategies over a 6-week period. Here we go. So on a balance of what was 6,000, the net profit is 444. So that equates to about an 8% return on investment for 1 month. The maximum drawdown has been 11%. That's from the highest balance to the lowest low thereafter. Whether that be equity or in this case balance. So that's why the balance is always different to the equity drawdown. So in this case, it's been 11.51 for the balance drawdown. Okay, so those are the results you see. Thank you very much.